writing their compensation plan, and producing their product. I have to know, what is your secret?
Well, actually, it's pretty simple, and it's something I've actually shared with people all my life. I think you really, number one, and I said at the very beginning, you have to have a passion about what you do. I've always had that passion. But the other thing is, you really have to care about people. You know, because I've always believed that if you really, when you start something, if you really, the focus is not on yourself, but on the people that you're bringing into the business, that's when you have the greatest success. So I've always taken that attitude and, you know, the idea that, look, if you're going to make a company successful, you got to have vision. You got to see the big picture, but you've got to realize that a business is built around people and around teams. And so you have to care about the people that you're involving. So I always look at it from the standpoint, if I'm going to put together a company, what am I going to do to benefit that individual that gets involved? And if I do that, then the success will come.
So tell us more about that vision.
Well, I believe that a lot of people, when they get involved in trying to put together a company, you know, it's the old thing, they just see this just little small part of what can be done. And I really think you have to look at something, you know, on a bigger scale. And I've always been able to do it. I don't know why. I don't know where it comes from. But when I look at something, I think, what would make this into $1 billion business? Not you know, 100,000, not 200,000, not a million. I always look at what would make it into $1 billion business. Because I've always found, this is kind of interesting, if you think in the terms of, oh, I'm going to build myself a little $10 million company, guess what you build? A $10 million company. If you look at it on a bigger scale, then big things would happen. But if you're going to think about $1 billion company, there's got to be reasons for that company to actually want, you know, to reach that level. What does it take for a company to actually become $1 billion company? And that's what we're going to be talking about here in a minute.
Wow, that makes complete sense, Mark, and I'm so amazed by your accomplishments. But what was next after Herbalife?
Well, again, sometimes you have plans and kind of life gets in the way. And the true story of what happened is that after we'd launched Herbalife, you know, I had an opportunity to actually own half of it if I'd wanted it. And I was interested. I said, wow, this could be a good company. It was just a small, struggling company at the time and just getting started. But I had a son with cystic fibrosis. And I had to make a kind of you know, one of these very important decisions in life of, okay, is money important to me right now, or is my family important? And for me, it was my family. So what I actually did is I took time off. I actually retired. I was very fortunate. I'd made a lot of money in my, you know, very young age. And so I was able to retire, and I spent that time with my son until he passed away. So it was a, you know, it was a great time in my life, but a very sad time as well.
Sorry to hear that. Must have been very tough, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Again, I never lost my dreams or my desires or anything. But you know, after, you know, that time passed, and you know, I had to go back to doing something again. I decided, you know, I'm gonna take a little time off. So I did. I just kind of enjoyed life. You know what I actually did? I traveled. I spent my time traveling. I think that's what probably led to what we're going to be talking about today, is because I enjoyed it so much. I'm thinking, wow, I'm in my 20s. I'm traveling the world. This is what everybody should be able to do.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, because it's no fun doing it when you're 80 years old and you can't get around like you used to. It's a lot more fun when you're traveling when you're young.
Yes, especially when you've gone through something difficult or you're looking for inspiration. I mean, we all love to travel.
So I think that probably at that point in time probably got me thinking about, wow, it'd be so neat to do something in this world of travel. But I had no idea what it was going to be.
Ooh, okay, I'm looking forward to hearing more about this. Well, it's completely